Let's return now to our breaking news. And a former Metropolitan Police officer has received a life sentence after being convicted of sexual abuse dating back 35 years. David Carrick was a teenager when he molested a 12-year-old girl in the 1980s. More than 20 years later, while working as an officer, Mr. Carrick repeatedly raped and abused a woman during a toxic relationship. Sadia Chowdhury has been following the story. What more can you tell us about these latest sentences?
Well, look, this is his 37th sentence, because David Carrick has already been serving 36 other life sentences for previous crimes. He is, as you say, a 50-year-old former Metropolitan Police officer, having worked for the force for several decades. And he joined the force in 2001, sometimes boasting about meeting high-profile individuals, including Boris Johnson, when Mr. Johnson was the Prime Minister. And this case received a lot of attention, not least because it comes at a time when the force is under immense scrutiny over some of its officers' behaviour towards women, but also because David Carrick is already a convicted serial rapist. In this occasion, he'd been on trial accused of molesting a 12-year-old girl in the 1980s and of raping a woman during the course of a toxic relationship that was more than 20 years after the first set of offences. And these came to light after he'd already pleaded guilty in 2022 and 2023 to 71 instances of sexual violence against 12 different women, and over a period spanning 17 years. And during this latest trial, the court heard that the abuse of the young girl lasted for around 18 months before she told her mother what was going on. And now grown up, the victim gave evidence in court saying, "When I heard he was a Metropolitan Police officer, the words I have always used were, 'God help anyone with him with a warrant card.'" And in relation to the second victim, the adult female who he was accused of raping, she told the court that she had met Carrick through a dating app, a dating website, and she was aware that he was a police officer right from the start, and that he became controlling and raped her on multiple occasions. David Carrick had denied the charges and refused to give evidence in court. And today, sentencing him, Mrs. Justice McGowan said she recognised the courage and willingness of the victims. And to David Carrick, she said, "I have no doubt that you are dangerous, and the life sentences on the early occasions are fully merited." And as I say, he's already serving 36 life sentences for the offences he admitted in 2023, with a minimum of 32 years. And his new life sentence, with a minimum of 30 years, is to run concurrently.